It is my goal, starting today, to do every single hero workout in a year. This beginning one, JT, we're gonna do 21-15-9, handstand push-up, ring dips, push-ups. Michael is 3 rounds of an 800-meter run, 50 back extensions, 50 sit-ups. We're doing Murph. Time, run a mile, 100 push-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, run a mile. Partition the pull-ups, push-ups and squat as needed. Start and finish with a mile run. If you have a 20-pound vest or body armor, wear it. It is in honor of Petty Officer First Class Jeff Taylor, who was 30. It is in honor of Navy Lieutenant Michael McGreevy, 30. This is in memory of Navy Lieutenant Michael Murphy, 29. Cool. Week in review. Let's get it. Okay, good afternoon team. Apologies for the little bit late on the week in review, but I'm here now and I'm gonna smash it. And I'm trying not to keep you too long, although I say that every week and I end up always making it longer. So let's start off with our bright spots of the week. So we're gonna start off with Monday. And we've just got a particular mention for Dave. Dave has been doing unbelievably well. He had a bit of an injury. He's fixed that up with the help of Zach. And he's done a lot of discipline in keeping his movement patterns perfect. And it is very obvious how far Dave has come in the last, few weeks, just a month. So well done, Dave. Not only are we noticing it, but other members have also told me how far you've come along as well. So killing it, keep going. Love your dedication to training and health. Also Monday, we have Jezza. Every time we do squats, Jez is just crushing the squats, hitting big numbers, absolutely going for it. Super impressive. Basically every time it's happening, I'm gonna be happy about that. Then on Monday, we also had a couple guests in the gym. We had Joni, I think it is, and Chloe, who came down and did a workout as well. So welcome to those two ladies. Thank you for coming down and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Tuesday, I want to give a shout out to Gabe, who I saw 3 times in a row this week. And I was very impressed, but on Tuesday specifically, his cleans were looking very sharp. Way to take the coaching on board, Gabe. I appreciate your trust and your coachability, and those cleans are looking good, and I hope you can carry on. I hope night shift isn't kicking you around too badly. Wednesday, give a shout out to Gauza, who's just a weapon on anything running. So anything running, we just should all give up and let Gauza take over. And then Craigie also put in a solid effort in the morning. Well done, Craigie. Craigie likes a bit of a run every now and then too, I'm told by himself. And then Big Eric had a crack in the Arvo. Well done, Eric. You always bring the intensity and it's good to see, and you are the tide rising all the boats. Thursday, Zach's chucked a note in here that he wants to give the entire 6 a.m. class a shout out for having wicked RDL patterns for the intensity training. And then also on Friday, Jack and Brendo hitting a 400-meter run in a weighted vest just for a bit of extras. Those boys have been getting after it lately, just doing all the fun things, which is fantastic. Let's move ahead to Friday, which was Good Friday. 3 things I want to mention here. We had a guest in the gym, Zach. Zach came in for the open, so I hope this Zach is turning our gym into his home away from home. And then we also had Hannah do her first class after on-ramp. You may have seen the photo I put up in the fitness alley of Hannah, so introducing Hannah to the gym. She actually did Fran. Conveniently enough, that's the first workout you do in on-ramp. And she did Fran, and she wiped 7 minutes off her time from only 2 weeks ago. So getting them epic beginner gains, but also understanding how to move so well and putting that all into practice. So proud of that, Hannah. And then I'll be remiss to say we should always admire good performances, not just everyone who we think is moving well. So actual quantifiable good performances on Fran. Boob went sub 3 minutes, which is crazy fast. I was screaming at him to not let go of the bar, so good job, Boob. I appreciate your intensity in that one. Saturday I was a little distracted, so I didn't write anything down because my wife was sick, but that's okay. On Friday, I wanted to mention, on Friday, I want to thank Brett, Jess, and Adam for doing Murph with me. I'm currently on a mission to do all the hero workouts, and it's much nicer not to have to do them alone. So I appreciate you guys doing Murph with me, and you all beat me in Murph, but that's not the point. The point is just to do it and do it well. Thank you for doing that. If you want to check out the video for that, it's on my YouTubes if you just want to watch me work out. I mean, I watch you guys work out all day, so I can see the appeal. Maybe not for everyone though. Obviously it's Easter right now, so we have just the 9:15 class tomorrow. So Easter Monday, if you wanted to come down to that, we're doing a workout that I've had bouncing around in my head for a little while. It's going to be a doozy. Then coming up next weekend on the Saturday, the 6th, I apologize, I got the thing wrong, but at midday, I'm going to head to the Yuyangs and go mountain biking. If you'd like to come with me, that'd be fantastic. We'll meet at the very first, the bottom car park where the ranger station is, and then we'll go from there. I'm not going to go bananas, kids welcome. We'll just ride around for an hour or so, or maybe an hour and a half, and then go home. I just haven't been on my bike a little bit, so I want a nice easy intro back into it, and I'll probably take my son along with me as well so he can ride shotgun. Also on the 27th, that is the last day Zach's going to be here, we're going to throw on a barbecue, or Zach's going to throw on a barbecue specifically, and we're going to go bacon, egg, sourdough, butter, you know, we'll make some fun stuff. Come down, have a barbecue on us. You know, if you want to get Zach's number, so make sure he won't be a stranger in the gym, but you can get his number and you can text him for anything you might need that you are keen for any of Zach's bits and pieces. And then the last thing I want to talk about, this one is a little more detailed, and if my train of thought is all over the place, I apologize, but hopefully I'll get it right in the end. I'm always thinking about how to improve things at the gym and what I can do to help you guys get to where you want to go. I've come up with a system that I'm going to implement with the entire gym. And pretty much what it is stemming from is that I love getting people their maximum potential, right? I see a lot of potential in people, and I want to make sure that they can reach as far as possible. And my goal has always been how to do that, how to make you guys get as good as you possibly can. Now, egotistically, I've always thought that if you want something, then you just ask for it. And people do ask me for things. Hey, can you help me with this? I want to get better at that. Pull-ups is a good example. Hey, can I get better at pull-ups? Yeah, cool. Do these 3 exercises, or I want to help my hip. Hey, yep, do these 2 things, or you know, whatever it is. And I've come to realize after doing a bit of practice with some other things, you know, talking to a lot of newer people, and that a lot of people might be intimidated or feel like they're a burden if they ask me for help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick the switch and I will ask you, not for help, I'll ask you how I can help you. And so what I'm going to do over the next 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to contact every single one of you, and I'm going to find out what your goal is, or goals, and why that is the case. And then if I can help you achieve those goals in something that I can do for you, for example, I will. So for example, let's say, I know I've already talked to a few people, but hey, I really want to get a pull-up. So what I have started to implement is I've started to create a program that helps you get from 0 pull-ups to your first pull-up. And then if enough people ask me for the same thing, then I will do that type of stuff. I'll be like, hey, here's what you need to do. You know, I want to get my pull-up. Although I'll argue that getting a pull-up is actually a crappy goal. I would say getting like 50 pull-ups would be a way cooler goal, but I digress. Shoot for the stars, land in the clouds. The fact that I don't know everybody's goal actually kind of gives me a little bit of an eyeball twitch. And so I'm going to correct that by asking you guys all your goals. And so if you get a phone call from me, or I just hit you up in a class, I won't do this within a class, I'll always do this outside of class. That's probably what it's going to be, and I'm going to ask you what's your goal. Now, I already know a lot of people are going to say, I just want to be fit. And that's totally fine. And so then we can establish, okay, what does fit mean to you? And they'll say something like, I have no idea. And so I'll say something like, well, let's just pick a workout we want to get better at, and then we'll remeasure it. You know, one of the on-ramp workouts, you know, Fran, Diane, FICO, and BAD, or DT, or we can do any of the benchmark workouts, so Alpha, Sigma, Delta, our squats, benches, deadlifts, toes to bar, all that type of stuff as well. So there's plenty of workouts that we repeat 4 times a year, and then there's other ones we can chip away at as well. I'll give you another example. So I know, like Brendan and Pete want to get a muscle up. Instead of 1 muscle up, I think the goal should be 30 muscle ups for time. That should be the goal, because 1 muscle up, once you get that, what do you do with it? Constantly, we want to improve mechanics of the muscle up, then do it consistency, and then do it with intensity, and that's essentially CrossFit. So I'll work with you, we'll figure out the goals, I'll figure out if I can help you with them. If I can't help you with the goal, if your goal is something like, I want to make $5 million, then I will say, I can't help you with that. But I can definitely keep you healthy to maintain into that position, and then we can find like that. So that's what I'm going to do. This will also double down as helping me. I always take it straight to my heart when I find I'm not helping someone as well as I can. And hopefully this is just another step towards me being the best coach I can be for you. Just want you to know that I am there, ready to help. If you ever need anything, you can just ask. If you're too afraid to ask or too shy, which I've realized is a lot of people, not everyone is like me and just says what I want and when I want it, that I will call you, okay? And if I don't get you on the phone, I'll call you again, and I'll just keep it on my system that, hey, I need to contact you, and we'll get in there. So, and while we're doing this, I can also catch up on lots of other things, like if you have any niggles, or you really want to try this workout, all that kind of stuff. We can really build the connection, and we can really get into helping you guys a lot more with your health and fitness. Cool. If your goal is, like a lot of people, lose some weight, get some fitter, do this, do that. I want to run this race. I want to know all that stuff. I want to know it all. Hey, I want to do this race in X amount of months. Brilliant. What's the race? It's this. All right, we're going to get just one thing I want you to do a week. You know, I absolutely love talking shop. Okay, if you're like, hey, I've got a running race coming up in 6 months and it's X distance and I want to do really well, wicked. I want the challenge to make you better. That's what I want. Cool. So hopefully this week in review hasn't gone too long. Hopefully I don't have to edit for too long. It is such a lovely day. I hope you're having a fantastic Easter, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the gym. Future Dudley here. Someone left their beanie here. It's getting colder. This t-shirt is still here. I don't know whose it is. It's actually quite nice. I'm pretty sure it'd fit me. It would fit me. It's here for another week. It's mine. This one won't fit me. This is just a simple Anco Active, size 10. I found it right up near the med balls. So some of the smaller girls who hang out up there, that's your top as well. So I'll put it up on the loft property. But this will probably be at the end. No one will probably see it. But hey, whatever, all good.